It was good, people. This is a recap of day 6. What was that? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Me and Mary here. Kevin, unfortunately, actually he is here, so it's not unfortunate. Yesterday, or today, to you all. Where to begin? Listen,
From the beginning.
India been lit. Y'all don't understand. India's been foul. Like, sorry again that we have not been able to like give you more content. It's just the internet has been what it is. Like, you should have a haku about that. And but we have a lot of good content, a lot of good information that we want to get to you. Yesterday though, appreciate it. Like that hand. Yesterday though.
See the reach?
He got the longer arms. He got the longer arms like all three of us are seeing instead of the panning. Yesterday, so it started, we did a caravan with some of the girls who were with us. We were headed here? Where were we headed? There's so much going on.
Yeah, no, we're headed to Allahabad.
To Allahabad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And we did finally make it to Allahabad. But before we went there, it was like, okay, let's do a little off-road action, right? Off-road consisted of us just going, basically that was random street.
Random right.
Yeah, just random right down the street. And by street, that's using the word liberally to how streets are considered in the U.S. We're going down this dirt road, and we were like, yo, you know what? If we keep going, we're running to the Ganges River. In doing that, like, there was the cricket game that we played with, like, the local kids. Mary did a great job of, like, he did a poor job with the pitcher, but, like, a great job of, like, the hitting on that as well. All of us hit. Like, dude caught my ball, but, I mean, whatever, right? Like,
You connected.
I did connect. Like, I connected. I showed America that, you know, I deserve to be a cricket player if it ever comes there. And then after that, it was just so many things. I can't even.
Yeah, right before that, I think for me the most memorable part was when we sort of just paused for a second on this random street, and it's like a village, like a real village.
Right.
Where I think we were, in fact, we know we were the first foreigners to actually pass through. So at that level, right? And then we met a school administrator who was actually picking up students from his students from the fields and bringing them back to the school. And so he spoke just enough English to talk to us and tell us who he was and welcome us. And we had a chance to visit his school with the students and everybody in the village who turned up. But it was like it was like a mass exodus from the village into the school. And everybody was just in awe of who we were and just really happy to see us. So
the kids sang for us.
Yeah, exactly. So he told us about the school and the challenge of what he had to face like daily, which is how we met him, right? Daily picking up students from the field and bringing them back. And so that was really kind of cool for us for him to share, because that's something we discussed as well a couple of days ago when we were in Agra from this kid who were fixing our car, a rickshaw. He was 7, so we were debating kind of what is the school situation. So we finally met somebody who actually explained it to us. So that was really cool. And yes, on a happier note too, though, they sang to us and we danced with them.
We did. They taught us some moves. And we taught them some of ours.
That's on video, actually.
Yeah, it is on video. You'll see that. We got all that.
Yeah, and then that was kind of like the high point. And then, of course, we kept going in the direction to the river. And we finally did end up, after many turns and getting lost, to the river, which is actually essentially the end of India. The road literally ended onto a cliff.
Onto a cliff. Like, and it wasn't a road. It was dirt we were driving.
Yeah, to begin with.
Where people were like, you can't go that way. But we did. And we understood what they meant. That you can't continue. But yeah, I mean, that being said, it was beautiful. Water buffaloes out there, like, drinking from the river. And, yeah.
Yeah, tell me your video, though.
I mean,
at least you can highlight the parts of it.
Listen, you all know we making these videos for you all. Whenever we were coming back through and, you know, had to cross over the area of the Ganges, it was just really fortuitous that one of the songs that was playing was "Take Me to the River," and by Leon Bridges. Great album. Go pick it up. If you do, let him know that I recommended it. Maybe I get some points from that. I don't know, but it was just very fitting for the moment. And so, you know, we did a little impromptu video for Take Me to the River. So that's recorded. You'll get that too. And at the end of it, like a water buffalo. There were water buffaloes in the river, actually. Like
crossing it to begin with.
Yeah, crossing it. And by crossing, not like they were 100 feet away. They were quite close to us. And one actually ran in front of the rickshaw at the end of the video. Well, we didn't get that part on our camera, but you still might see it. I can't tell you about that. Run across the river and, like, you know, jump into it. And it was just like...
Have you ever seen anything like that in person, though?
Nah.
I've never seen a water buffalo in real life.
Nah.
Right.
To begin with, let alone one running into the river
Right.
while
we're singing "Take Me to the River," like running into the Ganges River to watch.
You can't write that shit.
Like, nah, it's movie stuff. It was actually movie stuff. And I mean that was unreal.
That's also the part when the girl's rickshaw completely broke down.
Right.
That started
Would not start.
a domino effect.
Yeah.
That determined the rest of our fate for the night.
It did. And the night was something else. Excuse me. Their rickshaw broke down. One of the methods that was used, that's whenever we, you know, had to, like, you know, clean up, get some water from Bay from the Ganges. You've seen that picture. If not, follow us on Instagram. Black and Raw Rickshaw. It's there. It's crazy. Like, Kevin's been going wild with content. Like, it's great. But from that, man, I don't even know where to begin on that part. It was like 3 days in one. Y'all don't understand.
Yesterday was the longest day. It was absolutely the longest day of the trip thus far, but like the longest day that I can recall, like, of my life.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree with that.
Legit.
Yeah,
Like, for
That
real.
was the greatest day of my life.
It was
Period.
the greatest and probably one of the most trying days of my
Right,
life.
right. Like the
I would
range
say
of
that.
emotions to
Yeah.
experience in one day, from like seeing a water buffalo like break out into a full sprint in the middle of the afternoon, like close proximity. This thing is as big as like an SUV, right? And ready to go jump in this water and splashing around, and you're like, what the hell was that? And then to turn around and see, like, or experience breakdown after breakdown, and like, you know, trying to work on the vehicle and like pushing it out of traffic multiple times, and then like working with locals to like get it on the back of some trucks. So that's where it led us, right? Like,
So even before that, though, let's back up from that. Kevin is driving a rickshaw, so he decided like it was best for him to drive the girl's rickshaw. We're driving on a road that bumpiest road I've ever driven on in my life. And by bumpy, I don't mean like speed bumps and like that, like potholes everywhere, like,
Yeah, I live on a lot.
barely a road. They don't have a horn and they don't have a headlight. And so literally a spotlight being used out the side of a rickshaw so they can see oncoming traffic, and it's dark. Like, we're driving a road that, and not even just a road, like, I mean, most of the places we've been to, there are no, like, street lights anywhere. There are no, like, stop lights, things like that. So traffic is just barreling at you, and he's driving and doing a really good job in a rickshaw with no horn, no headlight, where a 2-lane road accommodates 4 lanes of traffic and animals, bikes, and everything else on the side of the road. So
yeah, no, I mean that's a really good point, because I you know, again, the day was so long, I forgot even like how long we were dealing with that. Hours, and you know, yeah, the visibility was like nothing, and it had already broken down before
Right.
before we ever even like caravan with them. It had broken down. They said now they think that it's broken down about 15 times. So, so you know, there was, in addition to the elements, there was the just constant fear of like,
Let's
when
not
is this
stop.
thing gonna give out?
Let's
We
not
can't stop.
I
'cause
mean,
if it
that
stops,
that
it's gonna
actually
break.
started way in the daytime, right? Because
Right.
remember,
Right.
after the whole Buffalo
Right,
incident,
right,
we
right.
tried to get out. We're lost.
We
We're
didn't
driving
talk
on
about
dirt
that.
roads. You had no
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, no water.
Everybody's already kind of over the whole adventure situation.
Right.
Really want to get to civilization.
Yep.
And we're like happy on the fact that we saw people on a farm. We're like, all right,
Right.
people live here.
Right.
So at the very least,
Look.
like that was our thought process, right?
Right.
So we're driving in this because our map leads us to this extremely questionable road, which I was confident about because it came from my map.
No. But to that point though,
Like
kids were like, you can't go down that road because it's not a road and it just ends. But we look across the field, we're like, there's power lines over in the distance and like a smokestack
And smoke.
somewhere way over there. So somewhere there's gonna be people. We're gonna just try it. And yeah,
That's also when we lost our mirror too.
we did lose our mirror.
yeah,
They got hurt, but
they lost an ear.
yeah, she lost her ear. She like Van Gogh, so you know, and that's art. Like it's not only Bay, she art. But yeah, I mean that happened. We had, I mean, we can't even tell you about it all. We ended up on a truck, on the flatbed of a truck, driving to our final destination.
Riding.
Riding in rickshaws on the back of pickup trucks that we randomly were able to commandeer at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night after stalling out on the railroad tracks.
But we got those because we offered the locals money in exchange for driving us, and the girls agreed to take selfies with some of the guys that were
So
orchestrating the whole
insane.
thing.
So insane. But yeah, we finally made it to our final destination
2 in the morning.
at about 2 in the morning. We'd been up since 5,
Yeah.
about 5 in the morning. And yeah, I mean, it's been a phenomenal time. Again, sorry we haven't been able to post more content. We're literally at this moment trying to get the Wi-Fi to get some of the videos up for you. But in the meanwhile, know that we're having a great time and we're documenting everything, and you will see everything, or most of everything. And yeah, that was that. So
Yeah.